Okay, sir. Coming, some interruption is there in interconnection. That's why 3 minutes delay. Sorry for. Coming to this next topic, after discussing about the two convention, one is conventional lighting arresters. Sorry, as well as the early streamer emission lightning arresters. Because of the these areas covered in the textbooks, but as per you are asking about the which standards and all. In addition to these, I will cover the what is called this standards also today, and rest of things tomorrow's will be covered all these things. Coming to the which standard to be used for lightning arresters, it's very important here. There are the many standards are there for the required purposes. For example, the standards used for lightning arresters include the Indian Standard IEC International Electrical Code 62305 IEC 62305-3, that means version 3, IEC 99-4, IS 3070 P3, and IEC 270. Various functions are there. Here is this is for these IEC 62304-05 used for the conventional lightning arresters. The Indian standard for lightning pressure systems supersedes the IS 230-2309. That means earlier version is this one. Now it supersedes by this. Defines methods for external and internal lightning arresters. External internal means internal the lightning protection is also there within the equipment. Will have what is called some systems also there that will be taken care of. The IEC 62305-3 version provides requirements for protecting structures from lightning damage and human injury. This standard will tell us about the not only the installation but also provides the requirements for protecting the structures from lightning damage and human injury also. Some of the first aid methods also will be
ఎప్పుడు చంపేసి దీనికి జైలు శిక్ష కూడా పడింది, ఉరి శిక్ష. ఎందుకు చంపేసింది? లవరా? లవర్ ఎక్కడ? ఎక్కడ మధ్యప్రదేశ్ ఎక్కడ లవర్. ఏమే వాడేమన్నా? వాడే మంచోడే. మంచోడు కాదు ఏదో.
Dear bro, please unmute yourself.
So here is the IS 2304 provides the requirement protecting structures from lightning. Second one is the third one is IEC 99-4, a document that lightning arresters should generally conform to. That means the documentation is there, how to prolong, how to what is called proceed to which type of electricity, which type of lightning arrest will be taken. The documentation part will be taken care of. Various facilities are there. This is IS 073 P3 is standard for metal oxide surge arresters without gaps for AC systems. IC 270A is standard for partial discharge of the measurement, whereas the IEC 62305 globally recognized standard for lightning protection system design, installation, maintenance. This is third version. It is only for damage and the injury, whereas this 62305 globally recognized standard for lightning protection system design, installation, and the maintenance. As per the organizations, we need only the installation and maintenance purpose. The design and all these things will be taken care by the manufacturers only. Consist of several parts of address different aspects of lightning protection. That means this standard is also covers several parts by addressing these different aspects of lightning protection. And also it also particular British standard edition, European standard derived from IEC document. These are the some standards derived from this IEC document and all. And coming to the which lightning arrestor, which standard? As discussed, the IEC 2304 standard used for conventional lightning arresters, and also the NFPA standard National Production Agency is also standard used for conventional lightning arresters. These standards are used to design, install lightning protection systems. Explanation here is IC 62305. This is the international standard for lightning protection system. It includes 4 documents that outline the rules and
Sir,
regulations. Yes, sir. Please tell me, sir.
sir, all how the question ask related, it is little NFA related, ICA related. What is the
Pardon, sir.
question?
Pardon. Question is, sir.
In
Actually,
what type of question asked in lighting arrested?
see, the lighting arresters questions in the sense of what are the types of lightning arresters, and also these are the things will be discussed. Really, definition of lightning arresters, lightning splash, lightning strokes, lightning protection systems, characterization of the these are the some index in the textbook. SBTET in textbook has given these topics, sir. Characterization of the health effects, light strokes, side flashes. These are the some topics is given in the textbook. On the basis of this only, they will ask the questions, sir. Because
And
of your
also,
asking
sir,
about the,
whether, sir, there
tell me,
is
sir.
also asking this, whether there is also asking the standards.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Here the
Okay,
standards are
okay,
not there, sir. Actually, because of your asking, that's why I'm covering, sir.
okay, 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 sir. Okay, okay, okay.
Tomorrow, these remaining chapters, I will cover that also, sir.
So this type of standard we are unable to memorize
No,
all
no,
these
not
things.
necessary.
How to?
Not necessary,
Okay,
sir.
okay.
Only for your purpose only, because of some gentleman is asking about, Chandra is asking about these standards and all. That's why I'm covering, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
From
Thank you.
tomorrow onwards, I will cover that. Thank you very much, sir. These are the conventional lighting arresters. And coming to the next one is ESC, that means early streamer emission reductions. These are the standards NFC 17102. These are the arresters are there, will be taken. It provides the standard do what? It provides the guidelines for the design and installation. That second one, installation lighting protection system. It requires this test to be carried out consecutively and on the same sample, and it requires, because after the installation by the organization and all, what are the precautions to be taken care of, that will be covered in this standard. Apart from this, all these two, the other standards for lightning arresters also, UNE 2.1 not necessary, but these are the facilities also there. I'm telling this. Now coming to the actual the fact, that means the syllabus here is, what is a lightning splash? This is the splash where it, before it reaches the ground, or it reaches the ground. Suppose the earthing is not there in the place of the forest area and that thing. The flash covered the radius also very important. That the lightning flash calls down a bolt, that means a area covered of lightning, dealing the shock damage to all the enemies. That means the objectives in the on the earth within the radius of 10 seconds. That means within the lightning visible and reaches the earth within seconds only. The radius covered by this thing is very flashes. That lightning flash means where the more flash is there, that means the radius is covered is more. That is what intention is covered. That means in the forest areas and other the remote areas where the lightning goes for the suppose falls, the trees will be suffered first. The top of the trees will be suffered first, rather than the before grounding objectives and all. That is the intention is how much the radius is covered when it is flashes in the ground. That is a very important. But it reaches the within seconds only reaches the ground. Because the lightning arresters are there, it will be taken the lightning and dissipate the energy and reaches to the leakage to the earth. That's why the damage will not be taken place. But in the remote areas, it will be covered this much of radius depending upon the intensity of the lightning arrestor. Lightning flash, and also told this, also known as a side flash, is when lighting strikes a tall object near a person and the current jumps to the person, a person acts as a short circuit for some lightning energy. Therefore, before what is called the remote areas, any person is affected by lightning flash, definitely it will be affected before the tree affected. That's why the nearby object is there. The object first as a used as a effect first. It jumps to the person first. That's why here a tall object near a person and the current jumps to the person first of all. Because why happened here is, you understand this first, the tall object, that means a tree, also planted in the earth, but whereas a person is standing on the ground where the earth potential is zero, that's why it reaches the, rather than the tree top, it reaches the first person where the person is stands on the ground. That's why the tall objective near a person affected first by the lightning flash. That is very important things to be taken care of. That immediately where the person
Excuse
is
me, sir. I
standing on
have
the
one
ground.
more point here.
Yes, sir. Sivaram garu, చెప్పండి sir, please. Tell me.
Because the human body is the good conductor to pass through the power, I mean current to the earth. So
Yes,
that's
sir.
why we have human body is you see 75% of the water minerals with filled with the body. So human body is a good conductor to carry the power to the, I mean current to the bypassing to the earth. So that's why
Correct, sir.
in case that compared to tree and man, human, the human is a good conductor. That's why that jumps the power to the man. That is the main point
Ah,
here.
100% right, sir. Even then also, the person suppose stands on the some insulator material, for example, stands above the surface of the earth, some insulator plate has taken place. On that, the insulator, the person stands, for example, the person affected is less
Yeah,
because the
in this case,
person,
the nearby
ah,
any copper conductor is there. The copper is good
yes,
conductor to the power. So that's why
of
it
course,
jumps to the copper.
100% right, sir. Even
So the power is required only the way to pass the earth. The is a main reason is that good
criteria.
conductor is required.
Correct, sir. Correct, sir.
So in case there is a gold plate is there, there is a very good conductor compared to the copper is a gold.
Yes,
So
correct.
so that is the main reason the power anyways to reach the ground. There is just 3 or 4 sources like trees, human bodies, and some alloy material. Anyhow,
Correct, sir. You're right.
that's the.
And also,
Thank you very much.
thanks, sir. 100% right, sir. Thank you very much for sharing the information, sir, and give the article good suggestions also. 100% right. The person is a good conductor of the electricity, no doubt. But moreover, if that person stands on the ground, instead of the taller object or tree and all, what you said is it will affect the person first rather than the tree. 100% right, sir. Thank you very much for participating this. The explanation also what the gentleman is telling, it will be reaches first, the taken care of. People who take shelter under the trees to avoid rain or shelter, he will be the first of all likely victims of the lighting flashes. What is Ramakrishna Garu telling? These are the one of the things. People who take shelter under the trees to avoid rain or the hail are most likely to be the victims of lightning splashes because the human body is a good conductor of the electricity, and moreover, it stands on the earth, which is potentially zero. Definitely, sir. Good. And the lightning typically enters the body at the point closest to the strike, travels through the nervous or the cardiovascular system and exits the farthest point is. Lightning strike is also very important here. The another topic is in the syllabus here. A lightning strike or lightning bolt is a lightning event in which the electric discharge takes place between the atmosphere and the ground. Because in the atmosphere, air has act as a, as we discussed in the first class, air act as insulator. It will be reaches the source and the receiver. It will be received on the source path, and the receiving is important. Therefore, when the lightning strikes the ground, it can create a dangerous electrical currents, fires, and glossy tubes called the fulgurites. That means where damage is more in this. The electrical currents also, where the is telling what is called the lightning strikes the ground, it can create the dangerous electric currents. Ground current here is a dangerous electric current, as is said here is a dangerous electric current. A dangerous electric current that spreads out along the ground surface. That's what the discuss here is ground surface. Ground current can be fatal to people and animals also, because the damage is there for the ground current where the electric lightning strikes is there on the ground. That's why this is very important. Can be fatal, or the to be animals also become damaged or died also. The electrical shock. People standing near the strike can receive the electric shock also. Here the damage is somewhat less than this direct striking and direct shock. That's the difference is that here is some needs some first aid or damage of the any the bodies and all, body parts and all this. Fires also will happen because of the electrical dangerous electrical currents. Not only the damage to the people and animals and electric shock, but also ground fires also will be taken. The intense heat from lightning can start fires, which can cause significant property damage also will be taken. Because in anything, that's why in the flammable areas like hazardous areas where the lightning arresters will be taken decision to arrest over the building or near the what is called stores building where the combustible materials or the flammable materials or hazardous areas of the industries like red categories and all will be taken care of the lightning arresters by creating by the because of the fires also. The tree figures also. That means lightning can vaporize the tree sap, causing the steam explosion that can trip up bark and the forest tank also. These are the tree stops also. It will be affected because of the persons are not there, but tree stops will be it will be affected also. The figurites here is telling the figurite series, the fulgurites, where the glossy tubes. The intense heat from lightning can weld soil or sand together, creating glossy tubes called fulgurites. The shape of the fulgurites depends upon the path that lightning took the ground, because which path it receives the around that depends upon the path. That means source, path, and receiver. That fulgurites will be taken care of. Very serious effect is. The other effects, other than these ground shocks, as well as the ground current, as well as electric shocks and the fires and tree fires, as well as the glossy tubes, and other effects also there. Like for example, Lichtenberg figures, intricate tree-like patterns can be scratched into the soil. Therefore, the damage to the grasses, the path lighting takes through the ground can damage the grass also. It's not that much of loss is there, but the some effects is there other than this, because these are the things to be taken care of, not to the any human loss is there or animal loss or anything. The property damage also not to be happened. When lightning strikes to the ground near you, it creates, for example, lightning strikes the ground near you. It already discussed in top. It creates the ground current that can be dangerous and deadly. You should act quickly to find a shelter if you are caught in an open areas. If lightning is there, definitely nearby you. If you experience, go to the some the shade place or the some protection areas. What the suggestion here is. Therefore, the effect is less. Or they go to the shelter building, or not to the open places and go to the shelter. What happens to the ground? Already discussed here is, what happened to the ground means the electrical shock, if the object is there, that will be taken. That means fuses dirt and clay into the silica, damages grasses, and turns out water to steam. Even turns, because of heat is there, turns water to steam also, because that much of heat is there in the lightning. And what happens to the people and animals? Already discussed here is, the fatal will be taken care of. What to do for this? Definitely, the if you are caught in an open area, act quickly to find shelter. Already discussed. The crouching or getting low ground to the can reduce your chances of being stuck, but it does not remove your from danger. Even if you go for shelter, it protects some up to some extent, but not from the danger you are avoid. That means you have to go for the a permanent structure, not under the tree, under gaps are there, but you go for the building shelter means it will be very protective. Otherwise, any under tree or under the what is called some the hut and all, maybe the where the small huts is there, it will not protect you from danger. Uh, is all thing. Then component series. What are the components is there? 8 terminals, down conductors, because these are the things are discussed in the given in the syllabus. That is components. That is lightning arrestor components is 8 terminals, down conductors, grounding system, surge protection devices, equipotential bonding. These are there are some components to be taken care of. The lightning arresters, 8 terminals we called as down conductors, grounding systems, surge protection devices, equipment. These are the lightning arresters also named as, these are the 5 things. One is also known as the lightning rods. These metal rods are mounted on the highest points of a structure to provide a preferred point on lightning to strike. Already discussed on the top of the building, it will be erected or installation. Down conductors conduct electricity because from the conduct electricity from the air terminals to the ground system, because you have to select the materials in such a way, conduct the electricity, therefore it reaches to the earth very clearly without having any effect to the damage or effect to the or damage to the building or damage to the human or damage to the animals or damage to the objectives. We have to see that source we cannot control, but path we can control by putting some lightning arresters, robust lightning arresters, by saying the what is called terminals as well as the electrical conductors also we have to select very properly and before installation of the lightning arresters. Grounding system also very important. The grounding system is also named as same, also known as earth termination. This system provides a low impedance pathway for lighting discharge current dissipated into ground. The grounding system is also, everybody knows about the earthing system, how it works. We already discussed in the electrical hazards. And after reaching the earthing, that means ground earth, it dissipates the electrical energy into the soil. The soil condition is good. Otherwise, it leaks there itself. The surge protection also, sudden leakage is there, anything is there, the surge protection devices will be taken care of. That is SPDs. These devices protect electrical equipment from voltage spikes. That means voltage fluctuations or high voltage sudden or high current sudden thing will be depending to the voltage supplied equipment. It will be supplied. That means where the high voltage, high current without having going to the equipment, it will be suppress or put off the electricity when it arises the high voltage or high current. Equipotential bonding important. As yesterday we discussed about the grounding system and bonding also, that is earthing and bonding. This system ensures the safe distribution of lighting energy and protects people and electrical equipment against the electric. This is the best word we can say. in the lightning arresters, how you are protecting, how the lightning arresters protect the not only the equipment, but also protect the people and against the electrical shock, against the fire and all. The system ensure, whole system is ensure, lightning arrester system ensures the safe distribution of lighting energy and protects the people and the electrical equipment against the electrical shock. Although know that how it works also, we already discussed it, it will be displayed. If you see the some figures will be clearly understanding where the house is there, the lightning is received. This is the system we have to taken care of the, this is the isolator, this is the earth condition, it will be dissipate the electrical into the ground. Some of the where we can discuss about this installation part for easy understanding. Therefore, it will be helpful for understanding better. That's what I want to say is. Here the lightning down the later uh, up later. These are the one terminal, the system. It will be go to the isolator, lightning counter, then the inspection fitness, and the ground. It will dissipate. These are the some areas to be taken care of. These are the schematic representation. Next one is characterizes the health effects of lightning stroke. Strikes or stroke, whatever may be think. Strike means it is going to be, but stroke means after getting. Lightning stroke, electrical effects, side flashes, thermal effects, mechanical effects. These are the things we have to taken care of. Very important before going to this. How the what is called after the stroke will happen? What is the things to be taken care of? The stroke of lighting has a low current but long duration. For example, the lighting has low current but long duration is there. It causes the fire when it strokes on the objects. May it having a low current but long duration is there, reaches to the body or reaches to the object. It causes the fire when it strokes the object. The stroke of cold lightning has a high current, but it is of short duration. It causes explosion when it strikes on the object. This is the duration is telling. This the stroke lighting has a low current but long duration. It causes the fire. Though low current is there, but duration time is more affecting that object. It causes the fire when it strokes an object. For example, if the stroke of cold a lightning has high current, but it is of short duration, it can cause explosion when it strikes an object because the where the cold is there, definitely the where the wet condition is there, it leaks the electricity. Where the definitely it causes the explosions when it strikes on the object in these conditions. That's why it's very two things are very important to take care of. The environment is important. Whether it is yesterday we have discussed about the ionizers and the humidifiers and all these things. Lightning strokes have many characteristics including electrical, temperature, sound, light, energy release, velocity, wave shape, and positive versus negative. These are the lightning strokes have many characteristics. Depending upon the characteristics, the effect on the persons or effect on the object should be taken care of. For example, lightning is a giant electrical spark we discussed that releases a large amount of the energy in a short time. It can have a peak current of 2 lakh amperes. See how it is. The lightning electrical effect is a giant electrical spark is there. Intensity of the electrical spark lightning is strong. The spark is having the current is 2 lakh amperes. Imagine how much what is called the 2 lakh amperes. It will affect the object or it will affect the any the building or the any object in the path surrounded by. Sorry, excuse me. Temperature. Suppose the lightning having a temperature. Excuse me. the air around lightning strikes heats up to 30,000 degrees centigrade. This is also dangerous. This is also dangerous. Lightning itself is dangerous. The type of current, the type of heat is also having intensity to damage. And the sound with respect to sound. Lightning causes thunder. Excuse me, sorry. Which is the sound of shock wave created by the heated gases around the lightning. Because of the effect, there are the lot of sound is dissipating to the ground where the human cannot accustomed by that sound. It can be damaged to that sound also. It will be taken care of. At that time, we cannot use what is called this, what we call this light earplugs and earmuffs and all, but we have to some care to be taken care of. Sound
Sir,
and
what
light
is
is
the
also.
sir? What is
Tell
the
me, sir.
decibels of what is the sound decibel, sir, at the time of the thunder?
Sir, here I'm very sorry, sir. Here decibels cannot be measured, sir, because it can be a fraction of seconds. It comes as sound.
Okay, okay, sir.
Coming to the light, the lightning emits electromagnetic radiation across the range of wavelengths, some of which are visible as a bright flash. Because the lightning is having the sun's radiations, how the ultraviolet rays and infrared rays, it protected the ozone layer. But here is due to the lightning effects, the lighting will be emits. Hello? Lighting, this lightning emits the electromagnetic radiations. It cannot be produced by the ozone and all these things. It reaches the ground with the electromagnetic radiations across the wavelength of the range. That means across the wavelength of the range means it depends upon the person across the wavelength. That means